A fiery argument boiled over as panellists debated Keir Starmer's Brexit reset deal. Question Time host Fiona Bruce was forced to break up a furious argument between panellists when tempers boiled over during a debate about Brexit. She raised her hands and declared woe, as she struggled to regain control during a debate about Keir Starmer's EU reset deal. The row began as Conservative Shadow Justice Minister Kieran Mullan was criticising Labour's Brexit reset deal, which means the UK will follow EU rules on specific issues including the transport of plant and animal products, and carbon emissions. He pointed out that the agreement states the European Court of Justice will be the ultimate authority in any disputes. But other panellists attempted to silence him as he made his point. Barrister and writer Hashim Mohammed, appearing on the show, interrupted, saying, "This thing about the European courts." But Mr. Mullan hit back, saying, "No, you've had a lot to say." Fiona Bruce insisted, "Let Kieran speak," and was forced to repeat her plea 2 more times. Mr. Mullan then attempted to continue speaking, but this time he was interrupted by Labour's Europe Minister, Nick Thomas Symonds, who said European courts would not have authority. Mr. Nick Thomas Symonds said they haven't, but Mr. Mullan talked over him, saying, "Yes, they have ultimately." As the row continued, the two men spoke over each other and the debate descended into chaos. Ms. Bruce raised her hands in the air and exclaimed, "Whoa, hang on." Trying to regain control, she said again, "Hang on. Hang on a minute." Another panelist said they were experiencing déjà vu from the Brexit arguments of the past, and Ms. Bruce said, "So am I." Eventually the discussion calmed down and the show continued. Under the EU deal agreed between Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and EU leaders, UK food and drink exports to the EU will become easier with the creation of a common sanitary and phytosanitary area. This will mean there is less red tape when animals, animal products, plants, and plant products cross by orders between Great Britain and the European Union. The agreement makes it clear that this means the UK accepting EU rules, prompting Conservative claims that the UK has become a rule taker. It states that there will be dynamic alignment with all the relevant European Union rules. The agreement also states that an EU court in Luxembourg will be the ultimate authority enforcing the rules. And it states that the UK will contribute appropriately for a country that is not a member of the European Union when new policies are discussed, making it clear that the final decision will be taken by the EU. A similar section of the deal about carbon emissions also means that the UK will obey EU rules. This will cover emissions caused by electricity generation, industrial heat generation, excluding the individual heating of houses, industry, domestic and international maritime transport and domestic and international aviation. Once again, the agreement makes it clear that the Court of Justice of the European Union will be the ultimate authority.